Hey guys, Beat Twice here. Today is Thursday, June 24th. I wanted to take a look at Tesla because the last few weeks I've been doing some videos on Tesla, going back and forth between whether or not this thing was actually going to ultimately break to the upside in a bull count, or whether or not we were going to break down to our what could be a wave C price target of like the 420 range. Um, and depending on price action that we've seen in Tesla, whether it was like lagging the index or whether or not it was looking strong, in the beginning, a few weeks ago, I was definitely favoring the bear count because it was really struggling. And then maybe 2 weeks ago or so, I started saying, hey, you know what, this bull count could be accurate. And basically, what I have been seeing is that we popped up for one and pulled back for a two. I thought testing the 660 range was imminent, whether we were bull or bear. And I talked about that at least last week, maybe the week before. I had been calling that we were going to break out and have this move up to the 660 range, and we were going to test this downtrend line. And then what happens at this downtrend line is going to tell the tale for Tesla. Either we're going to get rejected and we're going to move lower, or we're going to break above it and be in this bull impulse to the upside. So I know last week I noticed that we had this breakout on this daily triangle, but we really need to take this 635 range. But when we broke out of this triangle, the S&P 500 had a really bad day. It was down, I think, like 1.5%, 2%, something like that. And on that bad day, Tesla had tons of call buying. I think around $100 million was placed on Tesla calls, and that caused a squeeze, and it actually broke above the 200. And actually, it was this day right here. It broke above the 200, and it broke out of the triangle. So massive call buying led to Tesla breaking out of this triangle. When I saw that happen, it made me change my opinion, saying, hey, you know what, is the bear thesis still valid? Sure it is, but man, there's some big money going in on Tesla calls, and that's not retail. So when you see stuff like that on a bad day for the S&P 500, that's a really telling sign that, hey, you know what, this bull thesis might be correct and we could be going higher. So that's when I took my entry in Tesla going long, is because I was like, you know what, we've broken out of this triangle. That's extremely bullish. It's worth the risk here. Um, Trying to get this move to the upside. So um, Tesla did ultimately get above this triangle. And then yesterday we saw a huge breakout. There was massive call buying again on Tesla. So this is the trend line I drew, or the projection line I drew a couple weeks ago, this white line. I was showing us coming up here, and then either we're going to get rejected and we're going to come down here for this bear C, and it's really going to be a wave two, because right here could be a wave one, and then you go wave one, pop up for two, and then you're coming down for a three, four, five to get lower down here. Now, with all this Tesla call buying going on, and it's obviously coming from some big players. This Even though this bear thesis could potentially happen, it's probably more likely that we're gonna be seeing it pop above this downtrend line. So today's going to be very telling. Right now it's pre-market. We're already testing 677. So it took 2 days to get from down here all the way up to testing this trend line, which we knew was coming, and now it's just a matter of can we break above it. So what we need to see happen is, like, let's see, right now it looks like today we're right at it, like 674. So if we can get above this, we're going to 720. So there's a good chance that if we can get and stay above this trend line, Tesla's going to go up and test 720, pull back again to the 665 area, which is some pretty strong resistance. And then from there, it will become support at that point. From there, we should launch to all-time highs. So the next couple of weeks will be telling. But bears, you need to see this get rejected, this downtrend line. So if it rallies today and it blows past it, and then it rallies tomorrow, then I would say that the bear count is invalid. But if we get rejected at this downtrend line, then there's a good chance we'll see the low side taking us to 425. So either way, Tesla's a good name to be watching, and we'll see where it goes. All right, guys, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit like and subscribe.